Hey everyone! I decided to make a quick little video of something that's been bothering me for quite a bit of while now. Yes, it's called regret. And am I creeping you out in this angle? Well, I'm sorry for this, but how the fuck do you work this new thing? You know, the iPhone here just got updated, so there we go. Bingo. And so there we go. Better. Well, it should be, but then again, it shouldn't be like a 10-minute video long. I just wanted to say a little bit of something important that I've been, it just. Oh, wait a moment. Is it better? Should be. No, it is, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, one thing that I really wanted to say, that's been quite bothering me for a bit of while now. It's a little bit of a certain factor that that's been bothering me for. Well, like I said, for a bit of while. That's something a little bit stupid, but a little bit risky that happened to me for quite a bit of while now. So, I remember that some time ago that there was a lot of people who were sending me friend requests on Steam and whatnot, because I knew it was my fans, and of course I would love to play with you guys and whatnot. However, there was a small bit of a problem. I don't know if there were bots or not, but man, oh man, I have to say this one. I know that some people I couldn't accept friend requests and whatnot because at the age I was around, let's say 17, 18 at the time. Right now I'm 21, so there's a huge difference here from then and now. So what I need to say is simply that that I know that I messed up quite a lot of friends and whatnot, that which I could have had myself. A good, some good friends and whatnot. I'll just get this out of the way. There we go. But yes, because the bots were just getting away. It was not one of those bots just like chat bots, chat with me, I'll be your friend forever, yada yada yada. I'll keep you distracted while you're sad and depressed, yada yada yada. No, that was not the case. The bots that there was pretty much mostly some malicious bots. Yeah, and of course, due to the nature of these bots, they were sending me links and links and links and links repeatedly. They were not people as some would expect. Much by the contrary, because I did my bit of research on them, and I didn't find out nothing too beautiful on them. Something of automated scams, which means mostly, well, let's say that one particular extremely rare item that you only get on events on Team Fortress 2, for instance, or that one particular skin that you want to get your hands on for CSGO, but you know it's not there yet because, it's not approved on Steam Workshop yet. However, I can relate to that on one thing, especially because I got myself a bit of a good antivirus, I'm not gonna say it now because, copyright stuff. And the problem is of the sites, when I went into it, that some sites, some antiviruses, when you go into a specific site, they go there telling you that specific site there must have some malicious contents. And again, I knew what I was heading into, so I went ahead. I downloaded this file. It seemed like if it was a PNG file of one beautiful knife for CSGO, like a karambit knife. That's like a little moon thing. Like that one that goes. You get the point. But upon further closer examination on that one, I just left it there, but I immediately put my antivirus to scan it, and when I did scan it, even though the image, it was just a picture, so what could be so malicious in a picture? Well, files, names, and codes. You can do whatever you want with them to make it look like it's something. But the resource code is programmed to do not beneficial actions to your computer, but quite the harmful ones. And in that case, I had to go to Steam support and have a chat with certain staff, and yeah, we had a bit of a talk about these bots and everything. And these bots, they were well, they came from origins from scammers. So what would you expect? Now again, what would a scammer would want in a gaming website? It's obvious, actually. Money is what they want. I mean, that's just one of them. At least, let's say, a certain type, get your account, but he doesn't care about any games or whatnot. What he does want is your credit card, your private information, whatever he can, all to get that cash and whatnot. Of course, by harming you in whatever ways he can. Now, there could be also other types as well, as you can imagine. Like, for what? He could just hack into your account and all your games, all your Steam items, cards, points, crystal thingies, whatnot, gone. All gone. And no matter if you try to buy those again, it'll be bought onto your name. However, it'll be placed onto the scammer's account, like pinned for robbery and whatnot. And even though some would require some legal action and whatnot, but of course you might wonder, who would be so evil and something to do such things? And of course, it's called greedy persons, scammers, or some people like to stereotype them as like the typical Indian scammer and whatnot. I mean, it is not just Indian scammers for sure, despite the fact that that Indian people in the United States, stereotypically representative, like telemarketers, tech support, and so on. But that's just not correct all the time, because you would have like other let's say a Russian guy that works for Microsoft as tech support, and yeah, that's just an example that I just gave. However, again, back to the talk of the bots, that I mean, I really wished I added quite some people then, rather than later on, because I know I would have some friends, whatnot. We could chat, we could trade, we could play some games together. It wouldn't really matter for sure. But hey, the damage of years cannot be undone now, unfortunately. But to compensate, I did set up some series, which will be me hunting for you guys in some online games, especially Gears mod. That's for sure, because I want to see who would recognize me. But of course, we would have to come up with a secret phrase that no one would know. I would have to take some time to think about it. And what would be that one particular phrase that no one would know? Gotta think about it. Maybe you could do like Latin, and people might think you're a bit of doing witchcraft. Oh, burn the witch, burn the witch. But no, we're not gonna burn any witch here, because there are witches in Left 4 Dead, and we like them. That's why we don't mess with them. Well, most of us anyways. Yeah, and not all of them as well. But anyways, it was just a quick little video just to say that, I'm sorry for not adding some people, which I could have had back at that time for, we could play games, chat, and play, and trade, and so on. Because bots, really got to play mind games on me to think who was a bot and who was a real person. By that time, I do believe luckily only one or two person was lucky enough to do so. But yeah, so then again, I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. I look forward to the next one. So I'll see you next time, and until then,